Good Monday morning. Well, I said last week, I think there's a little bit of 2020 following into 2021. And so as I've been pondering what to share with you, I felt like the Lord wanted me to remind you of who you are, of what He's built into your very DNA. One of my favorite passages of Scripture that kind of reiterates this to our hearts is Romans 8:37. It says, it said, in all these things, we are more than conquerors. The Jewish Study Bible says we are super conquerors. I love that. It means that we are unequaled, unrivaled. We are more than a match for anything that comes our way. And the way that we're these super conquerors is through Him who loves us. So let's just start at the beginning of that. It says, in all these things. So first, I'm always a little, like my little antenna or my red flag goes up whenever I hear people use extreme words like, you do this all the time or every time or always. I'm like, oh, really? But when God uses it, I'm like, yes. He says in all these things. So I just want you to stop for a minute on this Monday morning and think about what are these things? Because I bet a lot of us have some these things right now. Maybe it's the financial boulder you feel like you're pushing uphill. Maybe it's the situation with your kids. Maybe it's the wreckage of this world. Maybe it's a fear of the future. What will it hold? He says in all these things, so fill in your these things blank, you are more than a conqueror. You're a super conqueror. That means you have more than you need to get through whatever situation you feel like you're walking in now. How? Not through your own strength. That's one of the greatest lies of the enemy. If I can just work up enough effort, if I can just make things happen, if I can just plow through, if I can just push through, if I can just pull myself up by my bootstraps, then I can conquer this. No, that's a lie of the enemy. What you'll do is exhaust yourself, wear yourself out, end up with a nervous breakdown, end up out of the will of God. You name it, that's where you'll end up. No, we are super conquerors through Him who loves us. Through the Jesus that paid the price for all these things. You and I don't have to figure out how to do all these things. We just have to trust in the one who has already conquered all these things. Because through Him, we are super conquerors. I mean, think Wonder Woman up in here. Think Superman up in here. That is who we are. You know, the beautiful thing about promises in Scripture is they're ours. What do they hinge on? They hinge on our faith to believe that they're true. You need to know what is built into your DNA as a follower of Jesus Christ. You are a super conqueror in all these things. It's who you are. That's good news on a Monday morning. If your heart was encouraged today, please know that we have many other resources available for you. You can discover all of those at reclaiminghearts.org.